Okay, so welcome back. When last we left, they had just listed the powerful sorcerer.
He who will not be named.
They had both obtained the quill of Thomas Jefferson and then probably gave it away to a powerful demonic entity.
Yep. Powerful demonic relative. Thank you.
Got Carol back, so Carol's back. They hold themselves up. Oh, and you also got the sword of St. George, I think we decided?
Yeah, and we have a dragon, kind of...
Yes, but you guys have been holed up in Levi's apartment for about a week now.
Did you do your fancy man things?
It lasts a week, so
So we're going to start around noon, because I am assuming none of you are getting up very early right now. Noon on the 7th day, so you guys have kind of like been avoiding and recuperating and kind of, getting your guys back together after the harrowing events. How many bedrooms do you have, Levi?
I'd say 4 or 5.
Okay, all with beds?
No. I mean, there's a couple slings and whatnot, but ergonomic.
Well, Beck can sleep on those.
Yes.
No, just take if there's a hammock somewhere, I'll be fine.
Just
yes,
in the morning,
hammock. Just hammock, yes.
Legs up in the air.
Sorry, that's what I meant to say was hammock.
I know, it was like,
This is so comfy.
It's great for the back.
Anyway.
Should I move this down? You can
I
see
don't
my
know.
volume.
I mean, I think
I just
it'll
had it
be
like
fine.
right under my chin.
Yeah, I know. I keep brushing against it.
But anyway, so it's been about a week. I don't know how all of you feel about. I mean, it's not a cramped apartment. It's the entire floor of a building.
I feel like we're all getting on each other's nerves at this point.
I'm staying in whatever room that you guys gave me and just like...
I'm assuming Iris and you are probably bunked up because you guys are probably the closest out of everybody.
Probably.
Sure. I'm drunk.
So I forgot.
Recover a willpower.
So last session, I know that I used the information to get all the memories back. Did Iris did too, right? Or something happened with Mo?
Only you have actually retained your memories. Mo, you guys asked for the memories back from Mo, but you got the sword, the dragon slaying sword instead.
Oh, got it.
Because, and I rewatched this to be sure, because Iris said, well, before she had her memories, she couldn't find her sister, so having her memories back would help.
Okay.
So you kind of moved on from that, and like you retain all that information, so it's not like, I mean, you could technically retell Iris everything that you know, so she doesn't have memories, but she has all the information.
Yeah. Okay.
So so just around the table, what have you been doing for the past week?
Just kind of asking for help from Valkyrie, or just like information, like, what do you know about dragons?
They don't know a lot about dragons.
I assumed that. I was like, I'll just constant reports on like, this is what detailed report, what happened.
Today the dragon dropped a goat on the roof.
It's really annoying.
At one point in time, they're probably going to think I'm going a little bit crazy, but I'll be doing everything I can to make sure we get all the evidence stacked up, focusing on
I
just...
can't see it, but it's there. It's outside. I know it.
I can feel it. It's in my bones. But no, like, just, I'm pretty much just sticking to my room, Googling random things, hoping for something, but he's a little on edge after the first day or two.
Shiny boy?
Yeah.
Probably kind of avoiding everyone.
Oh, wow.
Because they're...
You still haven't told them that this is your fault.
Yeah, I know I haven't. Well, so one, the guilt of that, but also because I can feel their emotions now.
Oh, yeah.
Would this count as like a lie of omission?
Why?
Just because I have a very good subterfuge score for lies.
I do as well.
I feel like it's obvious to everyone that Zach knows more about the dragon that he's letting on. But Zach always kind of has that, like, I know something that I shouldn't face to you. So you can't tell if it's repressed sexualness, repressed alcoholism. It could be any number of repressed things.
Remembering a cookie he took when he was 13 or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
It grates on me daily. Yeah, I mean, I probably would have contacted Father Brayson, just to like check in.
You have not been able to get any response from the Maleficarum for a while now, and you're not sure what's up with that.
Fantastic. Good times. Okay, so yeah, I'm not happy. I'm probably stomping around, but also avoiding people at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a lovely week. I'm just saying. These are some of the best house guests I've had in a while. They generally clean up after themselves. Benson's not even complaining, and he usually is by day 2. I have my dog back. My rival's dead. Everything's really right in the world for Levi right now. I'd say that I am... Carol's not with us. She's at the store making sure.
No, Carol's with you.
She's
guys.
with us?
She came with you guys.
Every morning, I've been waking her up with breakfast in bed, and her favorite tea to go
So
with
you've
it.
been waking up Levi and Carol with breakfast in bed.
Lucius.
Lucius. Oh, sorry, you guys have such close
I'm
names.
not shy. I didn't bring him breakfast.
After the first day, I just kept.
But I just really feel like I want.
Levi's Twitter has gone up.
I just want Carol to know how much I care about her, and I feel like I don't want her to ever feel taken for granted again.
Around day 4, she goes, "If you bring me another not Benson cooked meal, I'm going to kill you."
I get Benson to be in. But yeah, I've had a lovely time.
It's real strange, Levi, that you don't have any problem with this lock on this door.
I'm so sorry. I have no idea what you're referring to. Walks out of the room.
There really are no locks in Levi's house.
Strange comments everywhere. Strange comments.
And so you've been on a week-long bender, I'm to believe, or
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty hopeless right now, and so yeah, just
would you say
kinda
more hopeless
coping.
than when the Angel of Hope was killing everybody's hope, or?
Sure. Because now I know I had a sister that I can't remember now and couldn't find, and God knows where she is.
You almost killed a man.
And I also ate a guy. That was
yeah,
fun.
you did.
So
You
it's
did
just-
devour him.
So I would not be bunking with her. This is so insane.
I think that because I don't really know what to do to help, I've been keeping the liquor cabinet stocked because that's what I know how to do.
A lot of GoPuff.
Benson.
A lot of go.
Well, are you sure it's safe for Benson to leave the apartment complex?
Oh, okay, a lot of deliveries. He goes down to get them. I mean, but he's capable.
And Lucius.
Yeah, I mean, I would be shacking up with Carol, tastefully. And I would say every night I'd probably go over to Iris and see if she wanted to hear any more information, maybe share a drink with her, just kind of be there if she needed me.
And Carol's a little shaken, but good. You know what I mean? Like, she's good, but she's not the same.
Yeah.
Like, her priorities are a little bit different than they were before. And she realizes that if it wasn't for you guys, like, you know what I mean? So she hasn't been her usual, like, snarky, you're useless. She's been more like, do you guys need anything? Like, blah, 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 you know, like, but, you know.
Yeah.
So you've noticed a definite more appreciation, less openly mocking from Carol. Except for Beck. She's still
He's just kind of like.
100% more BJs, right?
I mean, this is a tasteful Twitch stream, but yes.
Yes.
I mean, she always gets hers first, but
Obviously.
That's the
Carol.
girl.
She knows men.
She knows that.
Can I have a charger from behind you? How's the restaurant coming along?
I mean, you can. Your contractor is here. Your restaurant manager is also here. So I'm assuming Dante's has been closed.
Well,
because
it's
we were in
renovating.
the renovations.
Well, yeah, the
Like, they
renovations
No one to keep charge.
I mean, again, like,
Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine.
haven't left your apartment in a week, so
As long as I'm not getting nasty grams, we're fine.
yeah, no nasty games.
Okay.
Everyone is on social media wondering when Dante's is going to open back up, but
Dude, I love
Keep
that
'em
place.
guessing.
but again, you don't really care about like the popularity of Dante's. It's just something you own. Like, you've never been one to care about success.
You
I
can
mean, barely.
Photoshop some like private events with celebrities and be like, "Oh, sorry, everyone. I'm hosting just so many private events. I can't."
Make a computer scroll to see how bad those are.
I think Benson would probably do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I would not be doing them.
Oh, they're real bad.
They're clearly photoshopped.
Everyone loves it more because it's like super ironic.
Yeah. It's hipster.
Yeah.
It was on purpose. Anyways.
So, it's 7th day. You guys have all kind of been avoiding each other except for like niceties. And then Carol comes in and is like, okay, so she kind of pulls you guys all into the living room. She gives Iris a cup of coffee and says that there's whiskey in it.
Is there?
No.
Still currently too plastered to tell.
I just pour whatever drink my drink was.
And goes, all right, so what's the game plan?
I would also like to add that I continue to research anything I could find about the rookie if anything pops up.
No.
I'd probably look into any better way to find or track down artifacts if I could find any like a better way to track down artifacts.
I mean, the internet has so much false information that without being able to actually physically run down anything.
Okay.
Sitting at the table when she's like,
And-
"What's the?"
Sorry, and you're also in trouble because the Aegis Kaidoru didn't receive the quill.
Yeah.
So they want you to come in for a meeting.
Okay.
And there's a grimoire out there in the world somewhere right now. Just saying.
So
Definitely
just
not
so
going
the
there.
players understand everything on the table. So lawn gnomes still didn't receive their quill. Rookie still out there, but you don't know if he's in danger or anything like that. That's just something that Levi's been kind of like focused
Keeping
on.
tabs on.
There's Ian and the Fae. Iris, you and your sister. And does anyone else have any outstanding issues?
And I guess me with the Aegis, or did you already say that?
Well, the Aegis Kaidoru thing is kind of like you can go to the meeting or you could just ignore them. Because remember, like, while you guys are a member of your various organizations, like, you
Leave
guys
us
have
alone.
kind of been acting as a group
Yeah.
more than with your individuals. So,
You bit back?
I do.
I mean, Beck sends reports back, but the Project Valkyrie kind of has always been kind of standoffish. So,
If Levi knows that that book is out there, though, he wants to either get it or destroy it as one last like stab to the memory of Stacy.
okay. So those are the things you have on the table. So when she brings the meeting together, she's like, "So what do we do now?" I mean, after today, if I'm understanding correctly, your mojo is gonna stop after today.
No.
You said it lasted a week.
Oh, that. Yeah. That. Yes.
Okay. Ben's like, "We get
Shadow Man,
Zachary a
you-
coffee, too."
You've been real guilty lately. Is there something you're not telling us?
Yes.
Well,
So remember how my roommate disappeared?
yeah, but we found him.
Right.
Roommate.
As a.
Sex,
He's my
man.
roommate.
Yes. Disappeared.
Yes, we get it. You're a roommate.
You share the same bed, yes.
No, we don't.
Well, it's just Ian's bed was made. I'm just
All right.
saying.
Don't be ashamed of your lover. It's one of the few good things about life.
Yes, what Drunky Brewster said.
So we found Ian and
I mean,
Faye.
look at who I ended up with.
Yeah, wait. all right.
And to be
I give
honest,
her like a judgment.
he's cute. If you didn't take him, I would have had to go.
Anyway, so we found Ian, but he was a rose bush, right?
You were the only one there.
No,
Oh,
we
okay.
found Ian. He was not missing in the first place.
That is not Ian. That's something impersonating Ian.
This is why I'm a restaurant manager. Come on.
So I went back through the hedge place, Faye, whatever it's called.
Like an actual hedge?
It's a a real hedge, but that's not really in the world kind of thing. Like,
Let's just chalk it up to magic and let him continue.
Yeah.
This
It's-
is going on weirdly.
Party basement, it's like that.
yeah,
But
Okay.
okay.
That's also new. Just so you know.
So
sorry, you spent so much time there. I'm sorry.
I went through and found this person who had taken Ian, and Ian is now a rose bush because she likes rose bushes, and that's why my hair's red. And in order to get Ian back, I have to fight a dragon.
Well, that explains the dragon.
So you're the reason the dragon's after us.
That
So
would
this is
clear
like
a lot of things up.
Final Fantasy kind of thing?
What's that?
It's a video game. It's like a video game?
Yeah, I kind of get that vibe too.
I mean, if you kind of look at everything else, we're kind of like a video game, so sure. I mean, you shoot bullets that have fire coming out of them.
I mean, but that's just regular
Incendiary
Satan
rounds.
stuff.
Nothing crazy.
She's not wrong.
Okay. No, she's not, actually. Okay. Well, yeah, so I'm the reason there's a dragon.
I mean, they never do Satan right in video games.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
this-
clicky thing, right? Yeah.
the sword
yeah,
will come in
the
handy for
thumbs.
that.
So that's why I have this new sword, because it's supposed to help me fight the dragon. And if I activate it, we can find the dragon.
Well, all right.
I'm gonna get up, walk over to Zach, and punch him in the face.
Wow.
Okay.
To be spiteful, I'm gonna try to harvest.
Oh, from his anger?
Yeah,
Okay. So
I gotta remember how to do this.
We're all real grumpy.
you have my book. So
I do. Because I'm feeling spiteful.
I'm gonna get harvested.
What?
I don't know what that means.
It just basically means you're gonna lose a willpower.
Okay.
Taking Iris's flask and pouring a little bit in the coffee. It's just got interesting.
Stop
I'm
drinking.
gonna mosey alongside, but I'm gonna keep it normal.
So,
coffee.
super meta here. If I lose a willpower from him, but then I'm also kind of feeding into my vice, will I get that back?
So you're feeding into your vice before losing the willpower.
Okay, got it.
If you then continue after that,
punch him 2 more times.
let him do the roll real quick.
Okay, in mechanical terms, to harvest glamour, roll a relevant attribute plus skill.
So in this case, it would be, I would say, composure plus empathy. Or are you staring him down while he punches you?
Oh, I'm staring him down.
So I would say manipulation plus intimidation, or presence plus intimidation, one or the other. Or composure.
So 3.
If we do composure, it'll be 4.
A social roll with intimidation.
I can pick the social roll.
With him.
No, like the social attribute with.
Oh, got it.
I think that would be presence.
Yeah, so presence, composure, or manipulation.
1.
1.
So
So you gain 1 glamour,
Yeah.
and you feel kind of drained.
Okay.
As I stare you down.
And then I'll like dust myself off. All right, how do we kill the dragon?
What?
I got my anger out.
Was this some kind of male bonding ritual?
It's in the military
yes.
all the time. Like it's yeah.
I mean, we gotta bring the dragon to us and then kill it. There's no like loophole way around it. We have to physically kill this dragon.
Well, I mean, last I checked, it kind of wanted to come near us anyways,
Yeah,
so that shouldn't
it's
be very hard.
hunting us, so-
My
Yes.
question is though, how do we get close to it? I mean, it could fly.
So
it has breath.
if I use this sword, it can't fly. It has to stay on the ground.
Okay.
That's handy.
That's handy. Oh, jinx.
Yeah.
So to clarify, is it after us or after you?
Me.
Oh, so we could have been going out doing errands on our own then.
Oh,
So
So should I get the fishing pole? Or?
Anyway, if we're talking about killing a dragon, there's one thing I need to put on the table, and I'll put my garden gun on the table. You have anything else I could use?
Pantry, second shelf, push aside whatever's there, 2, 3, 4, 8.
Alright. Go check it out.
2, 3, 4, 8. All right. So with this deal you made with this bush lady,
Yeah.
do you have to be the one that kills it? Do we need to save the finishing blow for you so you can get Ian back?
I mean, he would think maybe not, but from the way that this all worked, I would assume, yeah. I don't want to take any chances.
Also, how do we feel dragons feel about hellfire? Because that's kind of me and Levi's whole thing.
Yes.
I mean, from
I
my
have no idea.
Dungeons and Dragons days, I think they like it.
Well, I mean, hellfire isn't real fire.
Hellfire technically burns hotter for some weird reason in that type of lore.
It burns hotter because it's better.
I mean, the only way to find out is to try it.
I'm just saying that's really my one trick is...
I mean, I
That's
don't.
it.
Would you guys have any access to knowledge about fighting dragons with Hellfire?
The
Not-
internet?
Yeah.
You guys don't have like a library or like knowledge depository for? Like,
I mean,
Do you mean the Lucifuge? Do
Yeah.
we have?
Yeah.
No, we don't talk about anything. They're all sipping martinis in Italy.
No. How delightful.
Okay.
It's amazing that we kill anything. If I'm honest.
Okay.
we'll have to talk eventually.
Just look at Levi and then imagine someone more privileged.
You are a fun group.
Can anyone sober that one up?
I'm fine.
I don't think that's
Don't
possible.
worry about me. I'm all in for this dragon fight. Let's go.
I mean, most of what I have is not going to be useful against this. All I'll have is a weapon in Hellfire.
Well, there's always. She kind of looks at Seb, who's like curled up in your lap.
Could be the
I just got him back.
Aw.
Battle of the Base.
I mean, Seb is... I don't know how powerful Seb is. Do we have any way to find out how powerful a dragon is in this world?
I imagine pretty powerful.
It's out of the phase, so is that going to help?
I mean,
Did she give you anything else to go on other than kill this dragon or die?
no.
I mean, I guess I can talk to Caduceus, see if he has any idea about dragons.
I've seen your emails. Are you sure that's going to be possible?
Well, he is a lot more paternal over the phone than an email.
Anything helps. I mean,
So then what where are we going to lead this thing? We don't want it to hurt any innocent people or be seen by anybody, theoretically, right? So where can we go to fight it in an open field? And do we need armor? I mean, I know you have armor. Do we need like full plate armor?
I mean,
What's
I
mean,
are
that
we
might-
going full fantasy on this? What's going on?
As I walk back in the holding, do you have, what type of weapons do you have in the cabinet?
In that cabinet, it would have just been a couple pistols.
All right,
I didn't send you to like the gun locker or something. You,
Yeah,
just,
it's
you,
kinda like
you
how
showed
it
me a
works.
pistol, I gave you a pistol.
so wait, are we?
I was kinda
doing
like-
this right now.
having a dream of going through a large cabinet.
I mean,
I mean, what else do you want to do?
Okay, I'm just.
we can sit here for another
Okay.
week, or
I
we
don't
can
Please,
think that's a
God, no.
good idea.
figure out how to kill this dragon.
You two have to
I
figure out how
mean,
to get close to it.
We
I
have to go
this.
what, like St. David area?
I mean, it's either that or kill Mo. Those are our options as far as I'm concerned.
Kill Mo.
What would that do?
I mean, you guys got the quill for Mo.
Oh, we could break the contract to get Ian back? Is that what we're saying?
No, I mean, you guys went out and got the quill for Mo
Yes.
Yeah.
because Mo had me.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that's not entirely true.
No, he had the gnomes jump me at the airport, and then
Oh, the gnomes jumped you on their own volition. They wanted the quill, but Mo was like, you know what? I
then why
want
did
that
Mo
quill.
pay the gnomes?
What?
That son of a bitch.
I was under the impression we were all on the same page for this.
I start
That is
screaming.
absolutely brilliant! What in the world?
You guys didn't think it was odd that the gnomes didn't keep coming after you for a week?
I just start screaming. Get Mo here now.
I mean,
We've been in a closed room all week.
Yeah.
He's been here.
No, he has not.
I mean, he can see though if you're here.
You're not sure if it's like omnipresent or not. Like he might have to tune in. You're not 100% sure.
And we're just starting like, Mo, wow.
Mo, get
Just
your
he's
ass
annoying.
here if you can hear me.
A 1990s answering machine appears on the coffee table and says, Mo's not taking any calls right now.
Shoot the answering machine.
Oh, he's a right son of a bitch, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to make levity of the situation, but that is one of the funniest things I've heard in a while. You weren't in any danger the whole damn time. That's so much better. I'm sorry that you were in a locked closet the whole time, but I'm glad that you were safe.
I mean, we had cocktail hour.
I mean, does that mean that we don't have to worry about the damn lawn gnomes anymore?
I mean, I would assume so.
They've been paid off.
God damn. No.
So, Dragon.
So none of this would have happened if not for Mo. I wouldn't be freaking trying to kill a damn dragon right now.
Well, you probably would.
Because the lawn gnomes would have attacked us. I wouldn't have had to go to Fairy.
Didn't Ian get kidnapped before that though?
I think so. You took something. There was in the letter. It
The
said that
water.
they were taking him for something.
Yeah, the lawn gnomes
And then he
were
wasn't
gone.
gone?
This is definitely your fault,
The
Sean,
dragon's
man.
all you, buddy.
I was under the impression that my subsequent kidnapping was unrelated to the dragon.
Yeah, no.
Because Mo seemed
Fair
quite
enough.
surprised by the dragon.
Like you,
Did
you
he say
stole that.
anything about
You
it?
stole something.
He just said that, no, not really. He just kind of complained about it a lot.
It's a family trait.
You would say.
Well,
I've been your host all week, and I've kept my tongue, and I didn't hit you.
Bring it.
Levi.
Bring it.
It felt good.
I'll shoot him in the foot.
I probably would walk out now.
Well, if you want to take this on your own, then that's your volition.
I'd probably just still walk out. At least go outside.
Like you're outside of the house or on the balcony?
Like downstairs.
Like waiting for the dragon?
No, just taking a
Getting
break.
some air.
I guess, yeah.
Well,
I'm just watching out the window. I guess.
Levi, we have to help him.
I mean, if you'd like to apologize, I'd be happy to help.
I'll get him to apologize.
Oh my god. You owe me, right?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do it. It's fine. We'll do it.
Also, we need to be a full team again. We have to do something.
Yes, you guys are all going to go down and hug because he's lost his best friend over a minor mistake. One that you probably would have done if you had been there.
I love Carol.
I don't take things from people, and I don't have any way to take that out of her.
You could not. I mean, you could stop bringing liquor into the house.
Benson put the locks on the cat. I don't. Did you
I'm
dump it
not
out?
saying that. I'm just saying everyone has had a lick lately. And if you guys are going to do anything about saving this guy's life, then you need to do it. I mean, that's what you guys do. I mean, I've known you guys for what, 3 years now, except for Beck? And you guys save people. Somebody's in danger, regardless of how they became in danger. When did you guys become the kind of people that it mattered whose fault it was?
I'll stand up and say it always matters, but I do have my orders, and I'll just start from going to follow after him.
Why is he the one?
Look, I wasn't. And I will also just follow him, continuing to talk to Carol. Look, I wasn't saying I wasn't going to help him, and I wasn't blaming him for the whole thing. All I was saying was that he didn't need to be rude about this. I have been a lovely host all week. Also, Coxica.
You know, I know I'm not striking the most confidence in everyone, but perhaps I should also have a weapon?
I thought you were a weapon.
Not in a very effective one. I'm still working on this new elixir that filled me the other night, but it's only a one-shot thing, and who knows how it will really...
Yes, I'm through the door. I believe it was 8236 in the cabinet.
2387.
I'm not good with numbers.
I'll hand her one of the pistols that I have in a back holster.
Okay, thank you.
Do you even have fire?
No, but I figure it's better
Would you
than
pre-
my stupid baton taser.
Oh, I said we probably have like spears or
Wait,
something
you have
somewhere.
weaponry, right?
Where's that at?
Weapons.
Bottom
Oh, I do
physical.
with my tasers. Oh yeah, but 2 dots.
Yeah, you need
weaponry.
So take one of his swords.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's just go to my car.
right on.
I also still have that knife that you gave me because I don't want to have another gun turn into a garden.
This is very bulky, Zach. I can't believe you walk around with this.
You get used to it.
Well, we're doing this.
Just stand outside, I guess? Does it just...
Oh,
I mean-
let's go to at least a park or
We need
something.
to go to
Yeah,
a place
we should
free of
probably-
people.
Yeah.
And a place that has some cover.
Downtown in the middle of the... What day is it?
It's September 10th.
Like what day of the week? Do you know?
Let's see, it's a Monday.
It's Monday.
I know the park. Go down Country Club a little ways if we want to get there.
I feel like in the city's maybe not a good idea. Maybe like outskirts,
Outskirts.
like old Tucson.
take the freeway, go past the freeway gates, past this little
Yeah.
Alright, I know what that
up and down. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're probably going to want somewhere flat and open so we're not running through cactus.
Well,
Most definitely.
Well, we could go towards
Or
it.
we could attack now. As you guys are discussing it, it swoops down out of the sky. Could everyone make a dexterity plus athletics?
Damn it.
I'm drunk, so
So it swoops down and
Just roll 2 10s.
okay. So 3 lethal damage as it just splelches fire towards you guys.
Me too?
No,
That's a
for those
success.
of you who got at least 1 success, just you subtract your successes from the damage. So
How many was it?
cool.
I
It was
just
3.
healed all
Okay,
that.
okay.
Now it's all
So when
happy
you're
again.
fine.
Sorry, I thought you guys would do better at that.
Clearly.
leads around to the bottom.
I'm assuming.
And then the dragon flies back up into the air. I mean, you guys, it's not technically in combat because it's, you guys have time.
Your sword that grounds it. Should you use that now?
Do we want a dragon in the middle of downtown?
There's a park down the ways along there. Not
Well,
too
I
far,
mean,
but-
if we try driving, it could also burn us alive in a car.
So
Just
if
get
I
in, we can
activate
drive.
it, it'll get drawn to it. So we can go somewhere and it'll follow this.
Just get in the car. Let's go. Unless we're waiting.
Okay, I'm getting in the car. Getting in the car. Getting in the car.
No.
Like, unless we want to hide for a bit. 'Cause I
No.
can go to the parking garage right now.
No, let's go.
How much damage did you guys take?
3 lethal.
2 for me.
Both of us
3,
are 3,
0, 2,
Okay,
and
so
however many you took.
How are you
Do
looking?
some first aid while we're
Yeah,
driving.
I'll be driving.
I have 4 left. She has 3 left.
I got 3 successes. I forget how the healing thing works when I help.
So for lethal damage, you would have to give medical care. So you would need at least an hour. So first aid would work against like bashing damage.
Oh, okay. Well, I did my
You're doing
best.
what little you can, but it's not much.
I'm doing my little
How many
bit.
successes did you get?
3.
3. I'll let you reduce the wound, 1 lethal, downgrade a lethal on 3 people. Just 1 though.
2 of bashing.
Who
There's
took?
only 3 people who got it.
I
I took 3.
have 4 left.
Actually, I'll
But
keep
how
my
much
lethal. I'm
damage
good.
did
I took
take?
2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He
And
didn't
then
take
how
any.
much
None.
did
So just
guys-
you 3 take it. I'm gonna be away from the battlefield. You guys have to get closer.
Okay, so yeah, the 3 of us, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be driving. It's cool.
And she's just slapping cooling aloe vera and some like wet rags on everyone.
Antibiotic shot! Antibiotic shot!
It's like in a moving.
Trying to keep it steady. Calm down. Jesus.
She's just back. And Beck's like like moving very slowly. Drunk.
So is Reed the closest open space then?
Just
I guess.
I mean, you guys are downtown, so the other side of I-10 towards A Mountain, there's lots of open space out
Okay,
there.
go.
I'll just be hitting I-10 and going down.
There's even
until,
that like empty lot where they have the All Souls procession.
There we are.
Alright, just tell me when
I
to
mean,
turn
there's
off.
a
I
lot
haven't
of
been here that
people
long.
there,
It's not All Souls Day.
but no. But I'm just saying, like it's still. I mean, it is a giant empty lot, I guess. So,
Monday in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
The apartment
problem.
complex will get a nice view of our dragon fight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just driving there as you guys are like, get off now, get off now. Alright.
You notice that when the dragon attacks, and you've seen this before, like people literally like flee until they get a certain distance away, and then they just seem to start walking again. Like it seems
Completely
to
forget about it.
Yeah, seems to have some kind of protection against being detected.
Hey.
Okay, just
Well, yeah, I mean, we're up against that, yeah.
as I'm starting to really speed down I-10. Like,
Okay.
Levi, with those connections of yours, if anyone pulls up behind us, make sure that they don't try to pull us over.
I mean, I'll do my best, but we're close at least. Are we there?
Yeah, no, yeah,
okay.
you guys-
So on the drive though, I'm gonna summon my sword on the drive.
It would ground it at that place, though, right?
No. I
It just
have
draws
the
it
dragon
to it,
sword,
yeah.
Okay.
but then I'm activating the other one too.
Sword of Saint Michael.
On top of that, yeah.
So on top of the dragon sword.
Yeah.
Okay. So what did
But
you?
that way I'm not waiting a turn to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it. So
I'll activate the Eye of Hubris too. So magic around me makes a -2 penalty.
Okay.
I'll do nothing.
I will pass the pistol back. Can you make sure it's fully loaded and that safety's off for me? I'm kind of busy.
I was saying I can do Hellfire, which I shouldn't do in the car. Seb's already with me, and my Infernal Visions come when they will.
Well, also, I don't know, like, if taking a nap right now would be a good idea.
They don't always wait.
Alright, so we're there. Pull up against, if I could find any form of debris that could be used as partial cover, I'll park around.
Oh no, this is a very open, empty lot.
Alright, pull and just kind of, not the dead center lot, but off to the left of part of the lot so that.
I mean, you could technically, if you positioned right, you could use the car.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is I'm putting the car off to the side of it, so if we could get it grounded in the center, we can still rotate around the car.
Cool.
Mm.
And I will cry havoc.
Okay. So Seb looks really confused as there's no one to attack currently.
No, I'm just.
Free
I'm
action.
sorry, sweetheart. Just get form. It's alright.
I get out and I guess I hold the sword up.
Okay.
Like
So you're activating the
Yes.
sword of St. George.
yes.
So you hear the roar of the dragon as it begins to spiral in. You see Seb. Has anyone ever seen Phantoms with Ben Affleck? That Dean Koontz movie? Anyway, in that movie, a dog splits open and a creature comes out of it. So little Seb's dog form splits down the back, and erupting out of the back of it is this hellhound that howls, fire dripping from its mouth.
Also, I think you were supposed to give me these at one point, and it has not happened.
For Seb,
Mhm.
I gave you those, and I wrote them down on a piece of paper and left it on your end table.
Well, they are gone with the damn update then.
So, I will run Seb for now.
Okay.
Infinite power.
All right. So at this point, the dragon is swooping in. I will need initiative.
Initiative. Cool. Dragon. Cool. Dragon.
Whenever you guys are ready.
Oh, we were sorry. I thought we were reading 13.
Okay.
11.
Do you have a pencil, Mark, as opposed to a pen? Oh, thank you.
I do.
Oh,
Right there.
thank you, Mark.
This one's mine.
with weaponry?
What do you mean? Oh,
What do you add to your dice pool?
Strength.
Strength.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
so
firearms,
13
it's-
was Levi.
8.
6.
14. I fucking first, aren't I? Damn it. So I'm fucking first. Darn it. Sorry. I'm first, aren't I? Unless the dragon. Hopefully the dragon.
Dragon is first.
I don't know.
So the dragon will use up the rest of its move on turn 1 to land in front of Zachary and roar in your face.
I roar back. I scream at it like because I'm so done.
All right, that's Helena's turn.
How far away from it am I?
So Zach is directly in front of it. So however you guys would have arranged yourself around Zach and the car. So you guys can kind of
I'd like to
Mind's
still be
eye
in the
theater.
driver's seat right now.
you're gonna shoot side saddle.
I'm gonna pull the car farther away and then use it as cover because I'm not in front. I'm not being next to him while he's fighting a
You
dragon
pulled
in
our
the
only
face.
cover away from us. It's probably smart with a dragon while we're fighting.
Who's in the car with me?
I'm not.
Everybody
the
goes out.
sword.
I didn't get out.
Everyone is being big damn heroes right into the middle of, and then there's like back.
I mean, I was behind the car, but
If everyone's already ducking behind the car for cover, I'm just gonna make sure that I'm hiding on the front side of the car.
I call upon the goddess. What does that look like for me now? Is it an elixir I'm taking, or is it?
It's kind of like an elixir that is always a part of you. You know what I mean? So like you activate it, like you throw your head back, you know, your eyes glow, your mouth glows, and then that form of Bast kind of like comes out of your back and hangs over you
You
Okay.
get your stand.
and mimics your movements.
That's cool. But I don't have a roll to activate that, or do you? Want
No,
me to
you
roll?
just use the
willpower.
elixir and the willpower, and then distribute the elixir amongst your stats, like we discussed.
Okay. And then it's just attributes that I'm putting those stats in, or anything. Okay.
And it has to all be within the same category. So for you, physical.
Oh yeah, it's
if
gonna
you're
be
using
physical.
Bast.
So I'm gonna max out strength and put, I guess, 1 in dex and 1 in stamina.
Okay.
So.
So keep in mind, by putting 1 in stamina, you increase your health box by 1,
Ooh.
Nice.
but it's
Okay.
temporary. So
And then I'm assuming that's all I can do for my turn. Yes.
and just a reminder, because it might come up this combat, but it hasn't before. Your last 3 health boxes, you have a -1, -2, -3. So if you take any damage in those ones, you take a dice penalty
okay.
equal to that, depending on what's in those boxes. Whoop.
Whose turn is it?
After Helena is Levi.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of get the sniper rifle like on the hood of the car and try to fire at the dragon from there.
Okay.
And I get 9 again back now because it's not. Yes.
You're no longer cursed.
Yes. Ah, thank goodness.
Do you subtract 4
Okay.
from your dice pool, because he has half defense against firearms. So
Okay. Zero successes.
okay. So you miss.
Yes.
So
Yes. It was worth a shot.
I don't know how you missed.
It's a big fucking lizard, but
We'll
Here we
just
are.
assume that your bullet, like,
caught the wind.
yeah.
Changed direction just at the wrong moment.
All right. After Levi is Jared, which your name is Beck.
Is he squealing away or what?
Now, once everyone's out of the car, he's like, well, I can't really move the cover now.
Run into the dragon with the car.
With the
Please,
guns
no,
on the
Maggie.
hood
I
right
would like to
now.
go inside of the
Please.
dragon.
I mean, That's not a terrible idea.
Thank you. From the drunk coronavirus atramentus.
I just shake my head and I'm like, fine.
I'm just saying,
Fine.
there's a few things on Earth that aren't affected by being hit by a
Fair.
car.
No, honestly, I'm
Fine.
good.
Levi,
Hearing the
can I
drunk
get a
lady
loan
scream
for your
that
car,
out.
please?
I didn't know we took yours.
Is it
Would
an
he do
older
that?
Jeep or a newer Jeep?
It's a Jeep, like an older Cherokee, so it's like steel.
So it's like,
Well, steel doesn't affect fairies.
But I'm just saying it's heavy.
Yeah.
Than like heavier than like a plastic.
You also have spikes on the front of it.
Of course.
Like
Obviously.
most
It
Jeeps.
does
Yeah,
have
I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Well, and they're iron. They're definitely
Definitely.
hand
Cold
forged.
iron.
Cold rolled iron.
These
I
are
mean-
one of those things you guys should have considered before.
We didn't retcon any of this.
Go.
It's all
If
that
you
we
want to do it,
Alrighty.
go for it.
I will
But-
roll down the passenger side window, line up my shot as I'm starting to pull the car around, trying not to run over Levi as he has to pull his gun off the hood, and to get it ready to just ram straight into us. I'm just like,
So, are you
That's
wanting to
pretty
hit
cool.
it with the car or shoot your gun?
both.
Like, okay, you could shoot one gun and then
Yeah.
take the normal penalty to your drive modifier for dual wielding.
Okay.
I do
I'm
ride
going
the
to-
car.
I will just do the shot normally like this. I already took the 4 away. 1, 2, 3 successes. All right.
Okay.
And then I will pop a willpower for
If you miss this dragon,
It's less that he'll miss this dragon, more like the dragon will like
Shrug it off.
stomp on the hood of the car and kill Beck.
I'll jump out of the car as it comes flying forward.
You will try.
I'll do it athletics for doing that, but I got no successes for hitting
No
the car.
successes. All
I
right.
will like let it up, and as soon as it gets put up,
Okay. So we are at a turning point.
Oh,
I popped a
no.
willpower for that crap.
no.
Hang on, I'm formulating. All right. So make a Dex plus Athletics.
Can I pop another willpower?
You got 3 successes on your firearms.
Yeah.
So I will give you a +3 to that. But you do need to do very well. So
1, 2, 3, 3.
3. Okay. So just for the transparency's sake, if he hit with the car, I was gonna have it do 10 damage to the dragon,
Oh, that's-
as just slamming a car into a dragon should be very damaging. Now, on the other side of it, if the dragon stomped on the car, you are now hitting the car.
It's not the dragon's turn yet. No, I don't know.
Nice. So he takes 10 damage?
So -3.
Okay.
I'm
So-
unconscious.
That's more than any of us are gonna do.
Is it lethal?
Yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
6, 7, 8. No, I'm dead.
No, you
Wait.
shouldn't be.
No, it's
dead.
because
He
it's for
took
every
damage?
mark. You get 2 marks for each lethal.
No. It's so. Hang on. Start over. So you had 2 lethal. So take 1. Hang on.
There's
Don't go so
5.
fast.
I have 5.
So this one would become aggravated, and that one would become aggravated. So you're unconscious, but you have this many turns before you're dead.
Okay, so I'm unconscious. Beg listened to the drunk. He's like, oh, that sounds like a good idea.
So
Frick on the
he
stick.
is shooting his gun, driving the car at the dragon. The dragon stomps on the hood. He goes flying through the windshield, and the dragon literally bats him with his tail. So he's now like 10 yards off, face down in the dirt.
But it's not the dragon's turn. How is the dragon able to do that?
Oh, just because he did badly on his drive roll.
Okay,
rolled 9
that doesn't
dice for
seem
that.
Quite fair.
It was
but
9 dice, and he got 0
Zero
successes.
Fuck. Dang it! Sorry.
It's okay. If you would have gotten 1 success, it would have went different.
Okay, so I'll start making my next character. You guys good luck out there, alright?
Who's next?
You're far from dying.
Who's next, Rick?
I'm far away.
Hank,
One that
it is
fire
Hank's
gone.
turn.
Can you give me a second?
Do you want to go after Mark? Because Mark could go.
Yeah, Mark.
Okay. I'm gonna activate the Sword of Damocles on the dragon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So make a resolve plus composure plus occult. And then if you want to describe what you're doing.
So I have
you
the
roll.
Sword of Damocles, composure plus occult.
And it's an artifact.
And they were roommates.
5, 6. Willpower.
I will tell you, it got 3 successes.
I got 1 success. Yep.
And you burned a willpower?
I burned a
Why
willpower
can't you
for
guys
it.
roll better?
I don't know. So what does it do if it fails?
It just doesn't take effect.
Okay.
So, it doesn't. You don't lose the sword or anything like that. It's just you lose the willpower, and
Okay.
he's able to resist the effect. So.
Oh, and I used a willpower for, so I lost 2 willpower. Dang it.
And technically, just for the future, you can only spend 1 willpower a turn.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you technically shouldn't have had
But it
willpower
won't do
on
that.
the roll because you were activating the power.
Okay. Good to know.
So I shouldn't have had it. For
And then I got nothing.
All right. Are you ready, Hank?
Yeah. I'm gonna attack it.
Okay.
Get
Would just like
it.
to point out
Yeah.
that one of you is down and the dragon is not taking any damage.
I'm too gung ho.
Well, actually, the dragon took a little bit of damage from your gunshots.
Yeah, I did 3 damage.
Yeah.
You know.
Did they get through its armor though?
So I'm reducing its armor because it's so big to represent how easy it is to hit. So, and this thing has a massive HP pool, so if I give it armor, you guys don't stand a chance.
Got it. Thank you.
I guess I'll run over to Beck then. I'll heal him.
10. I mean, so you're wielding the sword of Saint George. So if you run over
I was
to
gonna
Beck,
follow.
yes, that's the only thing I would say as far as that goes.
I'm attacking it.
Okay.
Can I pop a willpower for this? For an attack?
You haven't used anything else.
So many dice.
Make sure you subtract 8 for its defense.
Jeez.
There we go. I was waiting for that.
Wow. 8? I don't even have that many dice to roll against it. Okay.
I mean, it is the dragon.
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, that's true.
What were we thinking?
1 success.
We're trying to save
Okay.
a rose bush.
Well, so that's
okay?
still 1
Yeah.
action.
Right,
Yeah,
You're
so
right.
using the sword of Saint
Yeah.
George. So you cut into its arm, and it's very taken aback by that. But
1 aggravated damage.
yeah, a bunch more of those, and it's dead.
That's good.
A bunch more, that's all.
Much more of those.
Does it
and
do-
he's
yeah, no.
dead. Who's up next?
That was Mark. It is now the dragon's turn.
Oh boy.
So there's the car. Yeah, that makes sense. What's your defense?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
3.
3?
Yeah.
Would you like to pop a willpower to increase that by 2?
I would love to. That sounds really lovely.
I don't know where my dice are.
This game is like almost
It
built
popped
to
over
where
this
you
way somewhere.
have to constantly pop willpower. Like,
Oh, there it is.
That's why they're a commodity.
I guess so. Money, please. Money.
Okay, so the dragon,
no.
you shot at it with a very loud thing, and you attacked it, but it wants to fight you and you alone. So it reaches down, scoops up the car, and chucks it at you. You see it coming and start running away, but it lands, throwing you forward. You take 2, I won't say bashing damage, because it didn't actually hit you.
Okay. So it's more like I'm
It's just
taking
the
damage from the
impact.
ground.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Cool.
Go. Who's up?
That is Helena's turn.
All right.
Okay.
Who is now in the throes of wanting to eat this dragon.
Well, I'm gonna go heal him, right? I can't.
Well, I don't know, because you activated Bast. I don't know if you would have the... Because you're like basically a barbarian right now.
Okay, would have been nice to know that. All right. Well, then I guess I attack. So then that's gonna be.
Weaponry.
Does the weapon add any dice?
It doesn't add any dice, but it does an automatic 2 when you hit with it.
But then I don't have any dice.
Is it the sword
So I
that
have to
I-
pop a willpower and then -8, 2, 4, 6, 8.
That's the sword I gave her?
2 dice.
Yeah.
But long swords were 3.
Remember, we're using 2nd edition rules where it just adds to your damage.
That's right.
Oh. 1 success.
So, that's 2 automatic from Bast, then 3 from the sword, 5, plus your 1 success. That's 6 lethal damage.
That's good.
What?
So you hit it. So your attack roll is to hit it. But the sword does an automatic 3 damage if you hit with it. And then you also have Bast active. So while you're swinging your sword, she's swinging her claw. So that's 2 plus 3 from the sword plus your 1 success. That's 6.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Those are the rules.
That's ridiculously complicated. How is it? Okay, go ahead.
Just a bit.
Yay!
So in 2nd edition, where in 1st edition you had a lot of dice to roll, but that was all your damages. In this one, the attack roll, you just have to like hit it, and then your weapons do damage.
Oh, I don't even know what my
And then anything
rifle
over
does.
the
then.
one.
So whatever the sniper rifle would add to the dice mod,
Okay.
Instead of
that's
just
how
have
much damage it does
Got
when
it.
you hit.
Got it. Okay.
And then any successes over 1 are extra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So for every success, it adds to the damage, and then on top of that,
It
you do
automatically
the
does.
weapon
Got
mod.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just don't add the weapon mod to your dice pool, but
So we were like never hit it with this 8 defense.
Unless we pop will.
We have to pop
Because we just have to hit it once, right?
also
Or we
remember
just have to get 1 success.
every
and then...
time.
No,
Also,
but yeah.
guys, remember it reduces his defense every time you attack it in the turn. So
Uh-huh.
it just started its turn. So Helena had full defense. So now Levi, who's going, his defense is reduced by 1.
Lucius.
So yeah, Lucius. No, it's
No,
Levi's,
Levi's
turn.
turn.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We looked over
Yeah.
here.
Well, yeah, but I said Levi.
I'm spending a will point a turn, right, for while Bast is on. Okay.
Okay. So it has 7 now. Is its defense?
Yay!
Okay, so I have to use a willpower then. Okay.
Oh, I need to add Carol.
Yeah! She gets to go twice.
Badass.
Not my boss.
No successes.
Oh, also, where's Seth?
You said you were controlling him.
I know, but I need his. You guys gotta remind me who else is in the fight. I was like,
Some of
this
this
should
has
be
gotta be on
easier
you.
for them. Well, you know what?
You've got all these dice and shit to remember for the weapons. And God, can't believe that.
All right. So Levi, you didn't hit again.
No.
Okay. So how many dice did you roll?
I rolled 3.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you a +2. It's ridiculous. The thing is so big. So you
I
get
would
an
miss
extra,
it twice.
Yeah, you get
when
an
I'm
extra
a trained
2.
marksman.
You get an
You're like, what?
You
So roll an
totally
extra
did.
2 dice and see if you can get it.
You forgot your contacts this morning.
Okay, so you hit.
Yes. Yes. You just need that 1 success.
And remember, you have 9 again.
No, that was just an 8 though. But okay, so it does 4 damage then, or 5 damage.
So it does
the
the
base?
successes plus the dice mod and damage.
So 5 damage.
So 5
okay,
damage.
5 lethal damage then.
Okay. So that's...
Because it's a.
That's right.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought. Well, I really thought that I knew what I was doing before.
I think when we changed
Okay.
2 sessions ago, that's what it changed to.
And so
Yeah.
you did 5, you said?
Yes. And then it would do lethal damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm just lashing out because
Tab.
I feel dumb. So I'm sorry.
Well, don't feel dumb. We did change the system,
Yeah.
so.
Well, no, you're not the only one that doesn't know. Like,
Yeah.
Well, like he's
None of us-
explaining it to me, and I'm like, nope, not following any of that. Nope.
I've been in combat before. That's not what we did.
So I made. Like
So now it would be 6 for the next person.
Yes,
so I know
which
how many to roll
is
on each thing,
Jared.
so I'm like,
That's
I don't
all.
Or
understand.
Beck. So you take an aggravated damage.
Oh.
How
Somebody
many more do you
needs to
have?
stop
I have
this.
like
1, 2, 3,
3.
4.
I can't.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
I love
Can't.
to.
I thought
have
I
no
could,
healing.
but I can't.
Well, I mean, do you have
Oh, I
medicine?
could drop Bass.
No.
Maybe I'll drop it.
Say I have no medicine.
I
Yeah.
can't
I mean,
lose
you can
another
make a
man.
chance roll to
Okay, so 4
save
more
his
turns.
life. Because remember, you can never be reduced beyond 1.
Yeah.
So no matter how small your dice pool is, you can always roll.
If I like critically fail, will you take me with him?
No.
You roll out
Can
one.
I-
You're
can
like
I
stabbing
throw
with the knife
him
on
an
down.
elixir to use on Beck? I have
Is-
the Bennu bird feather stuff that heals when you rub it on them.
I mean,
Shit.
technically, you need elixirs to use those, but
Oh yeah. Because the
Just roll that one
activation
dice,
roll
and if you
is
roll a
what's
1,
gonna
my
prove
soul
how
will
much
reach
it
out and
heals.
carry you.
As long as we kill it within 3 more rounds.
it's after Beck,
We got
it's
this.
Seb. So Seb
Seb,
runs
Seb.
up
And now it's only 6 to
6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So
Okay.
runs up and lifts the dragon.
So
and it
he
dies.
will spend a willpower.
Yeah.
Oh,
Baby.
so does willpower.
He
That's
does.
adorable.
So cute.
And he jumps up and bites into his neck. He has a 2 for his bite. He got 3 successes for another 5.
Ooh, his
Nice.
bite is
It's my
quite
baby.
effective.
And then that brings us to Hank.
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
It's my baby.
So I can't risk willpower on this, can I?
You can risk.
Risk.
You're fighting a monster. You can risk willpower on that.
Spend it all.
Wait. How many?
He's got
This is
5
the
now.
5 now.
Mhm.
5. Okay, so
Ooh.
That's good. That's
3.
good. That's good.
So hold on. That's 7 damage.
Woof.
Because the sword is 4.
7
Suck
aggravated,
it.
right?
The sword is 4, and then I got 3 successes.
Cold forged.
Cold for
Suck it, dragon.
cold. Or
So
cold?
how much did you do?
Cold.
7 ag.
Cold for.
Well, no, it'd be 3 ag, 4 lethal.
No, because you're using the sword, so it's all
Oh yeah.
ag.
Oh, so 7
7
damage.
ag.
And then move over the lethal. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Is he blooded?
This dragon does not look good. I mean, like, but it's also a huge creature.
Yeah.
So.
God only knows.
We should.
Me up next,
I
yeah?
should go for the eyes.
No, it's Carol.
Oh, Carol. Yes.
Who has spent her whole life mastering the shotgun, and that puts it at a 4 defense, right?
I
Yes.
think so.
Yes.
Because Seb was so yeah 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so she hits. You watch as she fires her shotgun, and like hellfire licks at her skin, and she winces as you know what's going on, and just a screaming bolt of like black energy shoots out of her shotgun, ripping into the side of the dragon. It only does 4 ag damage, but it's 4 ag damage.
That's a lot.
Carol, I'm sorry if I ever offended you.
And with that, you notice the dragon now limping. Like
It's
it
limping now.
looks as if it's on its last legs when we come to Mark.
But I can't
What you got?
attack it.
I don't know.
Because you have to kill it.
I don't know. I assume, but only because it's fairy. and their contracts are specific. So I don't know.
Well, you were also, I thought, going to go try and save Beck.
Was I?
All right, that's up to you.
I have no way to save him.
Remember I said you at least get a chance to die?
Oh. Alright.
Go for it.
You can grab
Roll
a
that one
first aid
spend
kit
willpower
or
and get
whatever.
4 dice.
That's fine.
It's only simple success to stop him
Save
from
Beck.
dying.
Zero
I
successes.
just like to point out in D&D we're all like, save everyone. And Mark's like, fuck everybody.
Alright, that's 1 success.
Okay. You were no longer bleeding to
Yay.
death.
Yay!
Teamwork.
As he goes over and cinches the huge gash on your chest.
I think it was just mostly
I
internal.
smack him in
Thanks,
the
guys.
face once too while I do it.
I will take one more egg.
Don't actually take another egg.
What are you, crazy?
Yes. I just drove a car and a dragon.
Delirious.
All right, so now, Carol, Levi, you're pretty far away, but you, Carol, Seb.
Are we pretty close to him?
No, you guys, you're like 10 yards away.
Okay.
So, like, I don't even know if you would have been able to get to Beck, but I just let it go.
Got it.
All right, you guys know the fire breath mechanic by now.
No.
What?
Dex plus athletics.
Who's affected? Everybody?
You, and you are not affected, but everybody else needs to. So if somebody could roll for Seb and Carol for me.
What?
How many dice does Seb get?
Oh,
I think I have that.
Okay.
How many dice does Carol get?
I do not have that.
You don't have Dex or
I
athletics?
do have
for him?
Dex. Yeah, I have Dex and Athletics. Yeah. Sorry.
Carol, she's a shotgun, so she has Dex 3, so athletics will say 2, so 5 dice.
And I got 2 10s.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Carol gets 2 successes.
So it was 4 successes, so subtract your... okay, so you take nothing as it
2
breathes
lethal?
out fire, yeah.
So then she takes 2.
Yeah.
Lethal.
Is everyone recorded?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. That brings us to Helena's turn.
Okay. All right. So I attack again. That's gonna be
So we're at the
strength.
top of the turn, so
Oh, I
he gets
take
all of his
another-
defense back.
Oh man, that's a kick in the nads. Okay. So strength plus the weaponry, which is 2 more, and then I have to pop another willpower, which that's the second last one. Can I go for the eyes specifically, or is that going to
It would give you a
decrease?
dice penalty, yeah.
I can't do that. Oh shit! I forgot to take away the 8 for his defense. I guess I gotta roll again.
Let's take away the
Ooh,
8
look
bad
at
ones.
this! I got 4.
Yeah.
You want me to roll again?
Hmm.
Okay. I think it was only 2. Ugh.
Get it. Nice. Nice. 4.
4.
So,
So-
4, 5, 6, 7.
Like a battle raging maiden, Iris, brandishing this bloody sword, rushes in, Bast latching onto its neck and digging its teeth in, and her stabbing it, and it just roars and tries to get away from her, and it falls over and begins to slowly sink into the ground.
I take a sample.
Don't.
You're
Hey,
literally
don't,
shoving
don't.
as
Better.
much of its meat into you as you
Ugh,
can, as it
okay.
slowly turns into dirt and clumps of plant matter.
Awesome.
As it sinks into the ground, grass and rose bushes start to grow, and then from the center of it, an archway of rose vines with a blossoming bouquet at the top opens, and on the other side you can see a well-appointed castle garden.
Ooh. So, that's exciting.
Yeah, even before that, I go.
Yeah, Iris, can you come heal this idiot?
I I can't, can I?
You have Arcadian addiction.
I can roll against that though, right?
Goodness. Okay, so I have to drop Bast to heal.
I'll have slung the rifle over my back and walked over to make sure Carol and Seb are okay.
Find wherever your gun went. That's not flying somewhere.
Oh no, I picked it up, slung it over my back, and walked over.
No, your rifle. I'm
It's
talking
gun.
my
Oh,
gun.
your
What else
gun.
am I jumped out? That's somewhere.
So I run
You
past
keep
it.
looking
Yeah.
back at it, but you're fine. All right. What the fuck is that?
I'd start talking while, or I can't actually, because I'd hold up like 1 minute. And then,
Oh yes, we'll wait.
Babe, what is that?
Yeah, that's as good as mine, sweetheart.
Nope. I'm still on the ground.
Is that?
There's
He's
a lot.
dying.
1, 2, 3, 4 ones.
I've got
A 5, a 2.
no, I'm giving you that because I just extreme failed.
Oh,
I
well, no, you
just
can
dramatic
only dramatically fail on a chance roll.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Really? Okay, so I
Yeah.
just failed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I mean,
I'm
you
gonna
can
smear
choose to
some goop
fail,
on him.
dramatically fail if you want, but
Any other time I
That's
would,
good.
but
oh, and also since
Okay,
you took
so
a damage
that's
in your rightmost
2.
box, you do get a beat.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I smear some goop on you, and that heals 2 lethal damage.
2 lethal, so
And
like give it a
then-
2, like bring it 2 ag down, right?
Well, no. You literally heal. If it only heals lethal, then
Oh,
it
so
heal
it just
2
get
of your
those 2
lethal.
there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay on the ground though. I'm awake.
And then
But I'm
I'll
gonna stay on the
I'll
ground.
start doing ER care, but I know I need an hour for that, so we probably need to get to a safe place with him.
I mean, all things considered, I mean, you just need to get to a place where you can administer hospital level care.
So just back to Levi's
no,
probably.
I'm gonna try.
Oh, if you want to try, if you have something else, try away.
Nice.
2. So
Where's the 2? Yeah, 1. That's a 6.
oh, it's 1.
What are you
okay.
doing?
So
I can't see the dice.
You followed the dice.
do you have any bashing damage?
Nope.
Dice must be over.
So would that downgrade 1 from to the other one?
What does the ability say?
Yeah, no. So I mean, it doesn't really affect you at all.
He's just so far gone that you can't seem to heal his wounds.
As I'm kind of conscious now, like look over like the car, like I'll just wait here. Do what you gotta do.
The goop smells like cardamom and willow bark, so at least you're comforted.
Ooh.
I hate Bed Bath and Beyond.
So
What is that bloody thing over there?
that's a portal to the hedge.
Do you,
Remember
need,
the brambles that you pulled me out of?
do you need to go claim your prize?
Yeah.
Go
You saved
save
the
your damn
princess.
damsel.
Well, I mean, he killed the dragon, so if this is like a fairy tale, he still has to fight the evil queen or whatever.
Yeah.
Good luck with
So
that.
technically, I killed the dragon.
That's
but,
true.
Yeah.
Go claim your prize.
I'd give you a hug.
Oh, huggy dog.
I mean, do we go in with a man short?
I don't want to just leave back.
I'll stay with him and help him heal.
I'm feeling fine enough. As long as no one comes to step on me, I'll cuddle up on the dirt.
The dirt. It's like
Slowly.
this empty lot, scorch marks everywhere.
Gashes
Man lying in
all
the
across
dirt.
her body.
It's not even gashes. I was hit by his tail. I'm just a big purple bruise on the ground.
Oh, don't be
It
silly.
smells like cardamom and willow
Willow
bark.
I can leave Seb to watch over you. It's fine.
Aw.
He's probably the
Just get
beefiest ones in there.
clomp, clomp, clomp as he walks over and gets a big like wet lick across the face.
Aw. Does that
Oh,
heal?
I mean,
Oh, it burns actually.
No, yeah, it would probably be painful.
Ow. No, take him with you.
He's a
Take him with you.
hellhound.
Get
It's
away.
all barred.
Go away. I love you, but I hate you. Go away.
Oh, he likes you.
I mean, should we call him an ambulance?
then explain?
Oh, hey.
We'll be gone.
Yeah, why don't we
Just
call an
like,
ambulance?
What's he gonna say?
I mean, he can pretend like he's passed
So
out.
that I'm just a random guy in a full suit and tie.
Listen,
in the middle of a dirt
I
lot
don't want her
that
to
has
send
turned
another
into a
dragon
purple
after
bruise.
us.
Valid.
Go, I'll be fine.
She did say the dragon. You have to
Yeah.
defeat the dragon.
I'll crawl to the car.
And they're very
Oh, it's
specific.
upside down.
Oh,
There
right.
Well, and you do know that
Benson can come get him, I
Arcadia
guess.
doesn't have
Yeah, I like that
geographical
idea.
sense. So if this gate takes you to where you need to go, like if you don't take this opportunity, there's a very real chance you'll never find this
Yeah.
castle.
We have to go, or I have to go at least.
I mean, I'm going with you.
All right.
Carol's gonna be very dangerous, so I need you in there with me.
Such a knight in shining armor, isn't he?
I'm sorry, guys, but I'm just a woman. I mean, sure, I have this shotgun, but
You did more
this
damage
is-
with that thing than I did.
yeah, but that's extracurricular. I just
Respect a lady's. No, I don't know.
Carol, can I give you a hug?
Respect a lady's right to choose.
Thank you.
If hugs are
say
going
that.
around, nobody hug me.
if we all go in there and we don't come back, there's no one to take care of Levi's people.
True.
And it might not seem like much to you, but Levi, you know somebody needs to take care of them.
Good looking out, love.
All right.
All right.
This pussy
Let's
is
do
ready. I'm sorry. So awful.
I give Carol like a tight hug for that, and I'll lead the way.
Am I going?
I'll give her a hug. Last hug and then go in.
You're not gonna give her the sailor dip kiss? kind of
Passionate
thing?
kiss.
No, she'd probably do it to me.
She lets you this one.
Okay.
Mark and his dominant women.
I don't know what his problem is. Too much Joss Whedon. That's what I think.
Never enough, Josh.
Never
That's
too
better.
much.
Never enough.
Okay, I guess we're going in the hedge.
Oh,
So,
boy. Probably
you
should have
guys
myself.
move towards the gate, and strangely, like you're moving towards it, and the gate seems to become bigger and bigger, and the castle seems to be farther and farther away. And before you even reach the gate, you realize that all of you are now standing on a hill overlooking a forest in between you and this castle.
Fantastic. Welcome.
The dice dropping.
Just down the hill, you see a small kind of like village with like smokestacks, and Beck, you are now leaning against a tree in Fairy.
So I was pulled through no matter what?
Well, Carol's there too. Just
Oops.
you're all there, and
Fairy sucks.
Say it, sister.
Okay, word of advice: don't take anything, like at all.
Good point.
What
Good
kind of
point.
idiot would do that?
No samples.
I would smack you, but
I bet there's some really good stuff here too.
I won't.
Can I have that gun back? I'm really stuck in here.
I don't.
I'm just gonna sit against this tree.
I'll pass one over.
Alright.
Also, Iris, you can keep that sword.
Thanks, love.
That's yours now.
Proved to be quite handy. God, I wish there was a drink.
There's probably a tavern in the town.
I guess.
Oh,
yeah.
don't drink anything.
You're
I don't
right.
know if we should drink anything.
That's a good
Yeah, no,
point.
that's right. That's a good idea.
That's why.
So how far away is the castle?
it's probably a good 2 days walk.
Oh my god.
So we're gonna have to camp in Fairy. Great, with nothing. We got nothing. to camp with.
Can I say grab my bug out pack from my Jeep?
So you
I'm
hear a lilting female voice go, "The adventurers set out, having defeated the dragon. They
Hello?
see the beginnings of a village and feel very weary and tired.
Hello?
Knowing that the world they have entered is dangerous, they know that the benign goddess of this world has bestowed upon them the ability to rest and partake without any consequences, as per her favorite game.
Okay, but how do we know to trust this voice?
We can trust it.
The adventurers set out.
Because she made a deal.
No, we need to set out. I'm sorry. We have to keep. We need to start walking before she gets irritated.
I'm setting.
I'm setting.
I'll help Carol get Bex. We could each get under one of your arms to help you.
My
walk
left leg
down
is
there.
just done, so I'm just like,
Oh,
oh, when
He's
am I right
technically
one?
only at a -1, so he just has a slight limp after
Okay.
the medical care. Because you weren't shot or anything, you just were in a car accident. That almost
Yeah,
killed
that's
you.
it.
I was stomped on in a car and then hit with a tail 10 meters.
All right. I guess we go to the town.
Yeah.
Let's set off.
You also realize that you are also all wearing D&D-esque clothing and armor. Iris dressed like a barbarian, Levi dressed like a wizard, you dressed like a paladin, obviously, ranger, and then thief.
All right.
What
is
kind of works actually?
Carol?
Carol?
Carol is in some kind of white princess dress, but she is not happy. And
Fuck, you
Seb,
look great. I've always been a fan
and
of red.
Seb is a frog. Familiar.
I pick him up and I put him on my shoulder.
He keeps looking at you like, Dad.
I'm so
Does he still
sorry,
go
baby.
bork?
No, he goes croak.
I'm so sorry, baby. We'll get this reversed soon. You did a good job. You did a good job.
He goes bibbit. It's somewhere between a bark and a ribbit.
I go pet him, say thank you.
He is very upset with you.
I'm sorry.
A little tongue tries to hit you in the eye.
As you guys approach the village, a woman walks out, dressed in some kind of priestly robes, and she goes, "Oh, adventurers, you look haggard. Come, rest at the inn. Restore your wounds."
Oh, thank you, dear maiden. We appreciate your hospitality.
"Come, adventurers, you look haggard. Come, rest at the inn and heal
Okay.
your
All
wounds."
right.
All right.
Started walking.
Didn't even program it well.
Go into the inn.
No, honestly, what games do you play that has more than one line when you're talking to the innkeep?
I mean, but I'm not an all-powerful fae. So
She did make all of this.
why are you defending the person that took us captive?
No, honestly,
Why
it's so
are you
impressive.
boys bickering?
And I need an out.
This is everyday Carol.
What does it look like inside the inn?
So you know how in movies and stuff they have that background noise which is really indistinct. Even though there's only 4 or 5 people in here, it kind of has that.
Peas and
Kind
carrots,
of.
peas and carrots, peas and
Yeah,
carrots.
you know what I mean. It's like it's a full inn. There's one bard who's playing music but not really. It's all kind of
It's out
a
of tune.
bad movie set.
Yeah.
And there's one guy literally going like this on the counter behind the bar.
Okay, I agree with you. She's hella tacky. Let's just rest.
I go to the barkeeper and ask where we sleep.
Welcome. Looking for a room?
Yes.
That'll be 10 gold pieces.
Do we
I
have any
wondered.
gold?
I checked myself.
Do we have any gold?
No.
Do you take trade?
Hi. Welcome to the inn. That'll be 10 gold pieces.
Fantastic.
I try
Here
to.
is 10 gold pieces.
So you make that motion and realize that you were actually sliding coins towards the innkeeper.
I tried as well.
Yeah. He's like, "Oh, you need 2 rooms. Oh, you need 2 rooms. Oh, you need 3 rooms."
Oh, this is fun. I like it. Slide it back. Slide it forward.
You can't seem to slide it back because as soon as you slide it towards him, they disappear because he gains access to it, and a little +10 pops up near his head.
Well, I hope this is some trick.
Probably
I mean,
is.
See it being a trick later.
Okay, well, we have rooms now.
We have 3 around.
So after you pay the innkeeper, everything fades to black, and then fades back in, and all of your wounds are magically healed.
Ooh.
What about our willpower?
Unfortunately, that's not how willpower works. But you can restore 1 willpower for sleeping for the night.
Woot.
Do I have like a spell book or anything on me?
I mean, yeah, but it's
Nothing's
all just,
really-
it's, you know.
Oh damn!
Does my gun have like a little crossbow-looking design on it now?
No, you still have your normal weapons.
Prestidigitation.
Fire. Can I smite?
Magic missile. Magic
Snake
missile.
attack.
I
Well,
guess
we need to find the quest, I guess. The games usually have a quest, right?
Oh, maybe there's a horse we could get. It would be a faster way to get there.
That's true.
Innkeep.
Hi, would you like a room for the night? That'll be 10 gold pieces.
Stables.
Hi, would you like an inn
All
for the
right.
night? It'll be 10 gold pieces.
Just look around.
Yes, I go
Yeah,
outside and see
I
if there's a
guess-
stable
There
in
is
the
a
town.
shadowy gentleman in the corner.
So like, who
I go up
is
to
it that
him.
obvious, or is it that obvious?
Ah, so adventurers have come to town.
I walk away and then come back.
Ah, so adventurers
Okay.
have come to town.
Yes.
So, I'm in need of adventurers.
For what?
The princess has been kidnapped by an evil queen that has taken over the kingdom.
Okay. How do we help?
You've already done much by defeating the dragon that was choking the pass so people could not travel to our little hamlet.
Okay.
But if you wish to face the evil queen, you must grow in strength.
Okay.
Sure.
I keep clicking okay.
Okay.
Spam okay.
Okay.
As you are now, there's no way you'd be able to be strong enough to fight her.
How do
But
we?
we need.
This is the golden part.
Do you accept?
Go back. I walk away and come
Adventurous.
Okay, so it gets to the part we missed. Back. Please, someone take back away.
There is a shrine of heroes outside of town. If you wish to have a chance for fighting the evil queen, you must go there and receive the blessings.
Ooh.
Okay.
Which way?
I would ask around town. Someone must know about the secret entrance to the temple.
I will walk up to each and see which way. Which way?
Didn't
Which
we run
way?
into a priestess or something on the road?
A lot of people are just
Did we?
like, "Oh man, with that dragon gone,
yeah, she
now I
told
can
us to go
finally
to
live."
the
Like,
inn.
Once they're halfway.
Clearly, Beck didn't play D&D as a child.
Oh, God.
I think Levi did. But, like, just with Benson.
Satanic panic.
So sad.
Zachariah was banned
No.
from.
No, Levi played D&D with Gary Gygax. That's one of his.
That's one of his people. Yeah.
Zachariah was banned from even talking about it.
Yeah, satanic.
There's nothing about it.
Well,
Oh, we need to find this.
Yeah,
temple
Thing.
I can leave that in.
Aren't hamlets not supposed to have churches? That's why they're called hamlets.
I don't know. It's been a long day. I just walk away.
Can we rest for the night?
Yeah.
It's been a long day already.
I'm surprised you didn't try to drink anything.
I'm scared too.
You're so sober.
It's painful.
I'll ask around.
Yeah, I was gonna
town.
see if anybody looks like they would know about a temple. Look around for somebody in robes or something.
So go ahead and make a investigation
Should we start rolling
plus
d20s?
presence.
Where's my D8s?
I was kind of hoping the dragon fight would take longer because I had something planned for next session, but
Investigation plus presence.
Nada.
1.
ones. So you find an urchin who's running like around a building in a very block pattern eternally. So it's hard to like get him to stop to talk to him as if you're in a video game.
Gotta chase after him until he activates.
But you eventually stop him, and he's like, "I know a secret entrance, but it's filled with rats, so it's gonna be really dangerous."
Rats.
I like reach back. Do I still have the gun?
Yeah.
Show us.
All right, but it's gonna be really dangerous without weapons.
I pull it around.
Never fear, little chap. We are brave adventurers.
And I am a wizard with a magic stick.
I've never seen a weapon like that before. Are you sure it will work here?
Good question.
Show me something to test it on, young one.
Well, I wouldn't shoot off any magic in the village. That would be dangerous.
Walk over to like a tree on the side, try to like walk just a little bit out and just try to fire at a tree.
So you realize that your sniper rifle is basically a movie prop. The trigger does not actually depress.
Bummer.
Where's the blacksmith shop?
Bet you wish you had a sword now,
Blacksmith?
don't you?
He's on the outskirts of town.
Point the way, please. I will give you some gold.
Otherwise, our swords are props too.
Just, gee, mister, I've never seen a whole gold coin before. Here, follow me.
Ruining
And he
the
walks really slow.
You're like, no, come on. Come on.
I'm gonna feel for my hellfire. Just kind of like see
you
if I can touch it.
feel something that reminds you of your hellfire, but you haven't been able to quite grasp it. Like there's something you guys are missing.
And-
We're playing D&D now.
Our
I'm a
swords,
wizard.
prop swords as well.
No.
They're real. Okay, and then do I have any of my elixir junk that was in my bag that I have?
We will figure that out.
Okay,
actually.
great.
How can I? Should I just go ahead and activate it and see what happens?
So we're gonna end session here.
He's got a plan.
Because I have
Got
plans.
some
and-
things.
So join us next time on Hunter the Vigil
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.